on, let's get into some homosexual news. And let's talk about Chris Appleton, who's opening up about his relationship. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me close out all this other windows before we get to that one. Regarding Lukas Gage. Now, we know that Lukas Gage has come in and made little comments about his relationship, his past relationship with him, here and there, but he never really like talked about it. But then Chris Appleton spoke up, and it left me more confused than ever. So, because I can't stand vagueness when y'all be talking about stuff. But anyway, so celebrity hairstylist Chris Appleton has opened up for the first time about how and why his whirlwind relationship with and subsequent marriage to actor Lukas Gage came to an end just 6 months after they had tied the knot. He sat down for an episode of the Jay Shetty podcast where he opened up in depth about his 2024 divorce from actor Lukas Gage after 7 months of marriage, saying, quote, "I think people have this perception from social media probably that I have it together. I work with these amazing people. Life looks glamorous. So from the outside, it probably looks like I got it all together," that said the industry star, who famously works with Kim Kardashian, Dua Peep, and Jennifer Lopez. But the truth is, especially during that time, I was going through a lot of private pain. Continued Appleton, who added that the online speculations about his romantic life were incredibly intense, especially when you're just trying to deal with things. His priority at the time was also protecting his children from the rumors. Yeah, that's another thing too. He's somebody who is, I believe, I forget how old Chris is. Chris is like in his 40s, but he has 2 kids, Billy, who's 22, and daughter Kitty Blue, who's 20. So he got 2 20-year-olds. I know people gagging like, damn, you got adults? Because you had them young. So what it probably was that he was dealing with a lot of personal stuff going on in his life. And then he got swept up in this whirlwind relationship. Probably when because I don't know when he and Lukas crossed paths, but we know like when this story came up, how they like we saw them out on the beach or something or another together. They were at a getaway, and then that's when everything started speculating. So maybe he was going through some things at the time. Luke came into his life. He was like, it was just something that I guess maybe because there was so many intense things going on that Luke was his escape from all of that. But then, of course, once you're out in public, and once your story becomes fodder for the press, now things are going to get heightened. That time when you thought that you could escape whatever's going on in your personal life through this relationship, now it's been ignited tenfold. So now it's way more intense. So that's what I'm kind of taking away from what he's saying without really saying it. I always try to read between the lines. So I was gonna say, where am I? Because all that trying to analyze what was going on. I lost my train of thought. I mean, I lost my where I was at. Okay, so there says Appleton admitted that healing wasn't an easy process, but he sat through his feelings in therapy, saying coming out the other side, there's a part of you that feels like you can, reflect on it and move on, adding that he wanted to deal with it with peace and deal with it my way. Now, Gage and Appleton had a whirlwind romance after they first sparked romance rumors in February 2023 and got engaged a month later. The couple tied the knot in April of 2023. Their wedding was officiated by a Kardashian, which she already put a hex on y'all damn relationship, and they were serenaded by country superstar Shania Twain, who had a messy situation going on with her. Because remember when she was married to Mutt Lange, who produced a lot of her biggest hits, and Mutt went and had an affair with her best friend, and then she divorced Mutt, then ended up marrying her best friend who cheated on her with her husband. She married the friend's husband. I'm like, oh, y'all are messy. Because it was a situation. I don't know. I hope that made enough sense for y'all to catch. But I was like, I guess because he was like a shoulder to cry on, they both was going through, they both were cheated on, and then they found love with each other. It's a cute little happy ending. It's similar to what's his name? From why am I thinking Courtney? I'm thinking about Melrose Place. What's his name? Billy. Remember when what was it, Amy Robach and that other one, they wound up cheating with each other, And then he wound up getting with the respected, him and the wife who TJ Holmes cheated on. They wound up getting together. So now they said moving fast doesn't always mean you're reckless. I think sometimes it means you're hopeful, Appleton said in regards to his engaged relationship. Any relationship I've ever been into, I've gone into with an open heart, and I have no regrets about that. I would rather love and fall than to never feel anything at all. Now, even if a relationship might not point to a forever happy ending, for Appleton, it's important to evolve and grow no matter the consequences. So I like the fact that, he didn't throw Lucas under the bus. He was just saying, it was just ill time. It's like we were in love. If things were moving fast, and it was fine for what it was, but I was dealing with a lot of things, and it bled into the relationship, and it didn't work out. This is why y'all gotta just be out here, just hunch, just be in a relationship, just let things progress naturally instead of being so quick to walk down the aisle, because when y'all be out here trying to marry off and do all these other things, you're only just putting a temporary band-aid on the wound, and then all these other things will come up to the surface eventually. So they finalized their divorce in June of last year. That'll be 2024. And he basically kept his feelings about the split, to himself. But they said that Gage, because I do remember he did speak about it, he commented about the breakup in a March 2024 interview with Andy Cohen, where he called the decision to marry that quickly, manic, and absolutely unhinged. So it could have been a moment where y'all were going through a whole manic situation and just jumped into a relationship so quick. And a lot of people do it. Straight people do it too. So we're not just going to just throw this off on the homosexuals. Now, in an exclusive interview with People that same month, the White Lotus alum shared an update on his life post-divorce. He said, "It's been great. It's been a year of learning, growing, changing, just constant change." And look, he's been busy working. I've been seeing Lucas in a lot of movies. I think he has something recently. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I did see him a couple. I liked him in Roadhouse. I don't think he'll be in the sequel because I believe Jake Gyllenhaal's character goes to, I think each sequel is supposed to, if there's going to be more, he goes to different bars or whatever, or something or another. But I liked him in that. I liked him in Smile too. So Lukas Gage is out here getting work and doing all the things that he needs to do, and he's a good actor. I like him. I didn't like him at first. He used to irritate me, but I don't know. Now he's kind of grown on me, like herpes. So anyway. I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding what Chris Appleton pretty much said? I mean, it was vague stuff, what he was saying. He didn't really get into specifics, but I feel like I was able to, get through the encryptedness of what he was saying and try to make sense of what the hell he was saying. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.